Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock, and we are on the free-to-play account. So, just wanted to give you guys an update, but also have some really good news and a ton of stuff to talk about. Now, Mondays previously were hard for me to record an episode, but that should be the last Monday that I miss. And I went in early today, so good news is I've had a lot of time this evening to put in some work on the account, and I'm really excited to share that with you guys. But first, let's kind of talk about what's going on. So we have this summon pool event. Now, normally these are tied to dungeons. This time they're tied to events, which was a little bit different, but I was able to capitalize. And I'm going to show you that here in a second because there are some really, really good champions in here. Now, Lady Quillen would be very good for the account because she would get us one step closer to Mikage. She's the only one in this of the two Mikage fusion champions. I have Ashima. I think that's Ashima. Yeah. So I would just need to get Lady Mikage, and then of course any of these legendaries would be huge. Even a duplicate Razzlevarg would be really good because I could not empower, but do the faction guardians as well, so to make Razzlevarg even stronger. But Rhodos would blow the account wide open. Trunda would blow the account wide open. Hefrak would blow the account wide open. Wallmaster would be amazing for Hydra, but probably lower on the list here. Candifron, great for PvP, for Arena. Mashald is good kind of everywhere if I recall. I've never had him, so I don't know too much about him. And then Calvalax, I'm kind of low on Calvalax. And like, look, he's a great champion. I'm not saying he's not. And he would be very, 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 very good for this account because I don't have any like big poison champions. I also don't have any combustors, and at the difficulty that I'll be doing things here soon, I just think he might be a little bit too late for the account. I have quite a few of them on my main account and never found a use other than Faction Wars, but that could also be my own doing. So, but I wouldn't be mad if I was to get a Calvalax. So, really good opportunity for some good champions. So, I wanted to capitalize on the event that was taking place. Now, the champion training event, and there's a summon rush. I'm not doing the summon rush. I thought about it. This doesn't feel like a high number. 2,550 points is not a crazy number. It's not like unobtainable. However, I would much rather save my resources for the future. The next 2x for ancients or voids or primals for mythicals. Like, it just makes more sense to wait and get champions from those means rather than taking a chance on a summon pool that could just give me another Ruella. If I was to get Farrakhan, though, that would be huge. But yeah, there's definitely some good epics, but not anything that I'm like super crazy about. Maybe Fane, though. Fane would be really good as a DPS for my clan boss team that I'll eventually make using Wixwell. All right, so let's talk about that. Because I was off early today, I've had plenty of time to play, and I was actually able to get up to the Prism Crystals. Now, I'm about to level up Wixwell to 6 stars, and then I'm going to put a brew in him. I'm going to see where the points are. If I can get close to this legendary skill tome, I'm going to go for it. I can't show it to you because I did it yesterday at reset, but you'll see the Barbarian Crypt is at 57 stars, and I could beat the last boss. I did not 3-star the last boss, but I was able to defeat the last boss in the Barbarian Crypt thanks to focusing on that, and that got me a legendary book. So, right now, we're at 3 legendary books, and I would love to have access to a 4th legendary book from this event. So, I am going to push a little bit for this event, probably off camera here. But I do want to do a couple of things on camera. So first I'm going to pull the Prism Crystals, and then I'm also going to upgrade the rank of Wixwell. Wixwell just makes sense to be my next 6-star. After him would come Anchorite to complete the Infinity Shield team. But I think just going Wixwell for right now will be beneficial to me on the account kind of as a whole. I think he would be a suitable replacement on the team and just kind of give me not an infinity team, but just give me some longer buffs and advantages there. So these are my 5 stars. I am going to put some brews into them. We've talked about this tactic before, but if you're new here and you're wondering why I'm doing this, I am getting points for the I almost called it a fusion, for the champion training event by doing this, and I feel this is a good use of resources. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm using Pitiless One, an epic, I hate him. He is my least favorite epic in the game, and I hate him so much I will use him as food on every single account that I ever make now or in the future because I hate him that much. It's not just like that he's not good. It's also that he... I have pulled him in scenarios where I drastically did not want him compared to the other options, and yet I still got him. So it's personal between me and Pitiless One, and I will waste him. I don't even care that I could get Faction Guardians out of him. What is he, Knights Rev? Yeah, don't even care. I will put Necro Hunter in there, though. Yeah. But, again, don't do what I'm doing. This is a personal thing. Slight laziness in reality. But, alright, so we put the brews in there. We're going to take Wixwell, and then we're going to put these champions in. Obviously, I can't put brews into a chicken. And we will upgrade Wixwell. So that gets him to 6 stars. And, like I said, I'm actually going to go ahead and use one of the XP barrels on him. I don't really need to, per se. I would love to level him up in Minotaur, but it's a really good opportunity for me to use this XP brew, which otherwise would just sit on my account, and get some points for it too. And I have a level 60 Wixwell that I can start putting to work. Who knows where that may be, but because he's not booked yet or have any masteries, but I can get to work on him. So I am very happy to do that. It's going to get me a big chunk of points for the event too. Let's take a look at where we are at. There, look at how close we got. All of that was just, what, 3 minutes of talking, and I've already almost got the legendary skill tome. So that's good news. That means I still have 1,000 energy left. I'm going to put a little bit more of that energy into campaign and go ahead and knock out the remaining points I need to get that legendary book and get me closer to the team being completed. Speaking of the team being completed, I do believe that Anchorite is fully booked. I think I was able to use all my books on him the other day. I don't know why I don't just do this faster. Not fully booked, but booked in the areas that matter. We just needed this cooldown to be down to a 3-turn cooldown. Or sorry, whoops, that is not the right cooldown. We need the books to be here. So it doesn't matter. The team's not ready, and I won't be using books for Wixwell or Anchorite until the coming Clan v Clan, when I would be booking them out. So not a big deal, and I have a ton of books. I know that I have enough to get Anchorite booked up. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. I'm excited to have Wixwell leveled up and ready to go. Obviously, we need to book him still, but things are looking good. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And now let's do the fun part. Let's go ahead and open up one of these prism shards and see what we get. So I love that they offer these free ones. I don't like that it was... Well, actually, I do like that it was behind a champion training event because I just got my Wixwell. I had an excuse to finally level up my Wixwell. So I'm excited about that. But because I'm lazy, like my main account didn't do this. And honestly, even if I had all the time in the world, I probably wouldn't do it on the main account. I don't really have any champions to level right now. Like that account, I need void legendaries or mythicals, but even if I pulled mythicals, those are easy to level. So, um, yeah, it's kind of a weird spot on that account. So, champion training events are my least favorite right now on the main account, and usually I just spend it leveling up whoever I have really, or leveling up food for when I finally pull a champion in the future. Either way, not important here. Let's go ahead and click the button. Here we go. An epic, okay, and a geomancer. Look, you know what? I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Uh I already have a geomancer. He is the backbone of the account, and I now have 15% more or sorry, 15 more accuracy and resistance on him through faction guardians. So I cannot complain about that. If there was, I mean, I would probably prefer him over some of the other duplicates that I might not really want. Um, because anything I can do to make that Geomancer stronger. I mean, that 15 accuracy is huge in certain areas of the game. So, very, very happy about that. So, time for me to get back to work, finishing out this event. I only need 200 points. I should get that pretty quickly, and then I'll collect all these resources and call it a night. So, but yeah, I'm very happy to get that legendary book. This was a real nice, quick, easy tournament, and like I said, an excuse to get Wixwell. So a little bit more campaign and we'll be done. The summon rush is certainly tempting to try and get another shot at a champion, but I just don't think it makes sense for me on this account. Maybe on the main account, but honestly, none of these champions, other than Wallmaster, feel worthwhile on the main account. And while as good as he is, and he is good, I don't think that I'm gonna go to that level for I don't think I'm gonna go all out for a small chance on a small chance on a small chance that I get him, right? So um okay. Let me just make sure there isn't any I'm sure you guys have seen by now. If you haven't, I recommend checking out either Ash's video or Hell Hades' video talking about the new blessings that are coming out. I really liked Ash's video quite a bit because he was also having a discussion with Odd One, so you had two different points of view on the new blessings that are coming out. And basically, what they're doing is they are finally opening this region. I don't have them pulled up in front of me because I'm ill prepared for this video, but overall I think they're good. I have my thoughts on how a few of those blessings can impact like my teams on the main account. On the free to play account, it'll be interesting to see what we can do with those blessings. So who knows? Um but yeah, that's what's we got going on. That was interesting today. And obviously we have really good progressive chances right now. If I was to pull on this account, I would try to go for Acrisia because she's amazing. But on either account, there really isn't anything that I'm willing to pull outside of a 2x4. I wouldn't want to just, fill my roster with a bunch of rares chasing after Leorius or Acrisia on either account, and then not have the resources I need for the next fusion, which who knows, could be another Wixwell, could be another Newt. You never know what kind of fusions will be coming down the pipeline. If we really look at my account and kind of the direction that it's gone, if we just look at the legendaries on the account, um, free, 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 fusion, fusion, really, really good pull. pretty good pull, right? So that's where most of the resources are going into either free champions or fusions or really good free ones as well. So I just wanted to use this as an example to you guys about how important the fusions are. Now you can very easily make an argument for I should have built Herndig, I should have built Ray, I should have built Ignatius. Maybe not Skull Lord. I could see an argument not. I will be building Mithrala, Razelvarg. I just got both of them recently, and Wixwell was priority, so that's why they haven't been leveled yet. But I'm saying this to kind of point out to you guys that the fusions are really the way to go because you can pick and choose. You know, we had Estrid. I would have gone for her. I didn't think I had enough resources, and so I didn't. Um, but I knew how good Armand's would be. I went for him. I knew how good Wixwell would be. I went for him, right? And so I'm bringing this up so you guys understand that while shards are great and I love pulling shards, I absolutely do. It's also good to think of them as a resource towards guaranteed champions. Whether it's a guaranteed event down the line where they say, "Hey, we're going to give everybody a Trunda if you spend 250 ancients or something," or a Crizia, or even a Demitha for 40 voids, right? Like I think that's what she went for back in the day. Something along those lines, right? So you never know what those champions are going to be, but when you have the ability to lock in and guarantee, hey, I can get a really good champion, I think that's better than spending your shards and getting some champions that you might not use, right? I mean, Saito was a great case in point. I was so excited to pull shards during the summon rush for Wixwell, or was it for Wixwell the summon rush, and we ended up getting Great Hoof Loriaka, who is not very good. Like, I mean, look at those reviews. That tells you everything you need to know. Not a fan of this champion at all. And we and Bambus is okay. Bambus is okay, but still pretty bad reviews. He has some upside and people are figuring him out. But again, these were not champions that I would have had on my list of wants, right? Same thing with Saito. I think he's not as bad. He's got his uses, but I'm saying all this to say that I think going for those guaranteed champions that you know how you're going to use them and can make an impact is slightly better than the 1 in 1,000 chance that you get a legendary that you're really excited about. So, yes, I pulled Newt, and Newt is that 1 in 1,000 chance, but because I was strategic with my resources and tracking of my mercy, I was able to go for that double legendary event where I had 2 chances and I managed to hit big and hit gold. But that Newt easily could have been a Gamaran or Noble or some other, less popular champion that I never would have built. So I hope that kind of sinks in. I'm not saying necessarily to play one way or the other. I'm just saying to have that mindset, because I didn't always have that mindset. In fact, I would say I was on the main account. I was very far away from that mindset and was very eager to spend shards whenever I got a chance. And now I have really changed, especially since I'm more. This account, the main account, this is the main account that I'm on. I want to be clear about that right now. Is not free to play. However, I'm not spending as much on it anymore. I'm only getting like a monthly pack, and that's about it. So that's giving me a lot more. I'm learning a lot more about how to manage this account and kind of work within its constraints. So, oh hey, by the way, I got a 5-star Trunda today. 5-star Trunda Soul. So wanted to pop that real quick. All right. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm back on the free to play. Um, Thank you guys for watching, and more coming soon. So we are finally at the end of May. I've been talking about this for a while now, and we're gonna be streaming regularly. I hope to have my schedule released to you guys on Thursday. So I'll release the schedule. I'll probably put it in the video that I record on Thursday, and then I'm going to record a couple of videos for both Friday and Saturday ahead of time. Probably like something on the main account, maybe not at all. I might not record at all because I don't know if there's really anything that I can put together for you guys that would be interesting, because I'm not going to be playing the game on Friday and effectively Saturday. I'll be traveling both of those days. But I will be back on Sunday. I don't know that I'll be. I'm definitely not streaming that day, but Monday I will start streaming. So that's going to be Monday, June 2nd. Sorry, that's Sunday. So yeah, so I get back Saturday the 1st. I'll stream on Monday, June 3rd, and but I'll have a schedule for you guys up hopefully on Thursday beforehand. And my plan was to record some content on Thursday. I do have some ideas. So I'm thinking about talking about my Dark Fae team that I've got that heavily uses Armands, and kind of talk about how good he is against Dark Fae and how he can really make that a lot easier on you as a player. So I would love to talk about that, because I know a lot of you are doing Dark Fae right now and struggling. And maybe I'll make a video where I fix my Lady Annabelle team. Now, Lady Annabelle was probably next priority for a 6-star, if I'm being honest with you, just so I can get past Bommel. I did see some great suggestions about bringing in a speed lead. I think my fastest speed or a lead in Doom Tower would be let's go here. That's arena. So 24% in Doom Tower, 19 in all battles, 20 in all battles. So still we have Ursula. And yeah, I think someone said use Urticata actually, but Adriel is 21%. What was Ursula? 24% in Doom Tower. So far, Ursula is the fastest. I never knew how big Adriel's aura was. 21% in all battles. That is a big aura. I mean, that's bigger than Razelvarg's aura, which is I mean, that's crazy. I was unaware of that. So that's really cool. But either way, the best aura that I have is Ursula. So I could, in fact, did I use Ursula? I haven't done it yet today. So if we go to Doom Tower, hard, and look at Bommel, I was using the speed aura lead. Yeah. So I think she's just really slow. We need to be able to get her to keep regenning that health, and she may need a little more survivability as well. So she's probably not optimally built. I think I just threw some regen on gear on her to get her through normal Bommel, which worked, but I do think she's going to need definitely more HP. and 168 speed. What's My Lady Annabelle on the main account at? So let's go. All right. So My Lady Annabelle is at 96,000 HP and 203 speed. Now, I don't think I need quite the HP level there, but we are definitely low on the HP and definitely low on the speed. So a rebuild of Lady Annabelle would be good, and that would make for a pretty good video, I think, to kind of show you guys my process as well as the overall process there, to try and maximize. Because this build was done quite some time ago, and if we look just in terms, I mean, I've already got a better, well, it doesn't have HP percent on it. There we go. I've already got a better ring, potentially. We'll see how that rolls. But, you know, this one was a green ring, not great. We've already a better banner, 100% a better banner, because we've got a 6-star versus a 5-star. And then even if we just look at HP percent chests, let's see. I wonder if we have anything. Well, we have a potentially better immortal one, but I like that it has defense percent there. The perception might be worth talking about. Let's see. Probably the speed set. Try and get. Well, no, never mind. It really needs to be what we need, unfortunately. So it kind of need to go in the direction of the two sets. So we need to find speed somewhere. So I'm just spitballing here. We got a little bit of time. I don't mind holding you guys up just a smidge longer here. But if I look at regeneration, and we're looking for HP percent and speed. Yeah, we've got some new options, potentially. I don't know that I would go defense on the gloves, though. I really think I want to go HP. What are your guys' thoughts? What do I do on Lady Annabelle? Oh, come on. HP, yeah. So probably go all HP. But I do think we're going to get a little bit more. And then if we can get that HP, like, look at this. Like, this is triple crit damage. I didn't get any rolls in HP, and there's no speed on it. Here we have some speed, so we don't want to replace the helmet. The helmet is actually a really, really good. We've got speed on it and HP percent. But the weapon is definitely replaceable by a lot. We don't care that it's 6 stars per se because we don't really care about the attack. We're looking for the substats. So that could be a potential upgrade. The shield, not so much. That's a pretty good shield. So we're going to get a little bit of speed, hopefully. And then maybe if I can find a pair of gloves. What do we have? Do we have any HP percent gloves? We have defense percent. Just these guys. And they're 5 stars, so they would be less HP overall. So I don't have too much wiggle room. I kind of like the HP there a little bit more. But we also have empowerment, so we can go that route as well. So, for example, or sorry, ascension. I said empowerment. I meant ascension. So I could ascend this and try and get better stats on it. Let's just, see what we get. Maybe we get some speed. Well, we got flat attack, probably the worst possible option there. But yeah, we've got some work to do. So I'll do that and then probably put a video out about that. And of course, masteries as well to try and get her a little bit stronger. But either way, it's going to take way longer if I don't have that 6-star So she is my next 6 star, and I said 6th star, but I meant that final mastery is what I'm referring to there. I said 6 star because when I have it pulled up, where did she go? Am I looking right at her? Or is she 50? She's 50, that's why. There she is. Okay. When I looked at Masters, I saw a 6 star right there. But yeah, when she is 6 starred, I can get War Master, and that will speed it up as well. One thing I really like though, that I think is a really cool thing to do, is pairing Lady Annabelle with Sun Wukong, who can just constantly revive himself and do more damage to the boss. So, um, it speeds up the run a little bit because he brings War Master as well as his good damage. So that's one thing I would like to play with as well, where we don't need Lady Annabelle to do all the work. Well, I have work to do. I want to get this event done, and then of course I have to get my dailies done as well. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing. That is the best way to support the channel right now. I'm just trying to grow. I'm going full time here soon, so very excited about that opportunity. There was one thing I wanted to comment on about that. I love this comment. I think I talked about this before, maybe, but there was a comment where somebody said, "Enjoy the divorce." I don't want to go into too much of my personal life and details because I know that my wife wouldn't like it. But the reality was is that she actually asked me to stay home this summer with the kids, and I'm just using that as an opportunity to full time stream. But I loved the comment; it was very funny. So, all right, guys, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.